Hello, and welcome to the Math 191 AR Statistics Support class. My name is Larry Green. I like to be called Larry. And I want to let you know that this is actually a brand new course. This is the first time the course has ever been offered. And since it's the first time it's been offered, this is the first time I've taught the class. But the good news is I have been teaching statistics since the 1990s. And I've been teaching online statistics for over 15 years. So I get it. I understand kind of the issues that students might have, the barriers that happen, and the things I need to do to help you succeed in the stats class. Even though we haven't taught this support class before, I definitely have a handle on the good strategies for succeeding in your statistics class, and in particular for the online statistics class. You may have me as your online statistics instructor, or you may have one of the other online instructors. That I really don't know, but we can talk about that one-on-one if you want. So what I want to do in this video is kind of show you around the class, talk to you about how to get through this class. And really the point of getting through this class is to do well in your statistics class. It's not about this class. So let me share my screen, and then you'll be able to see all the things that I've put into this class. And again, this is brand new. As we go, I'll put in more things as we go. So let's do a little screen sharing. Okay, so here is the Canvas shell for the Math 191 AR. And it's a special topics class for now. And it's a support course for statistics. As I mentioned, my name's Larry Green, and I usually use my the email, Gmail. You can use my work email. They all get to the same place anyway. But drlarrygreen@gmail.com. And there's also, I have office hours, and we can do a little webinar support. It's all on Zoom. And if you click on that link, then that takes you to where to get into Zoom. Usually you just click on the Zoom link and it'll log you onto the Zoom. And if I'm in office hours, I'll be on Zoom. And if it's a one-on-one, we just let me know that you want to meet at that time. If I can make it, I'll say, let's go for it. Let's Zoom in, and then I'll make sure I'm on Zoom. So let's back up, go back to the syllabus. And I want to talk about the class itself. This class is really different than any other math class in that we actually don't do math in this class. This is not about doing math. This is about supporting you in succeeding in the Math 201 class. So that's all that matters, is that you succeed in the Math 201 class. So for this class, I'm going to give you some strategies for success. We're going to focus on study skills, resources for success, thoughts about what to focus on, working on overcoming challenges, and ensuring that you don't give up when the material gets difficult. Statistics could be difficult sometimes. And the key is find the support you need to get over those difficulties. And again, if 10% is difficult, you can still do well in the class. Okay, even though you miss 10% of it, you can still get a B, for example. So again, just because it's difficult doesn't mean that you should immediately quit. The most important thing is that you have enough time to make it work. So that's the main thing. The course description, again, it says the course will provide mathematics support for students who are currently enrolled in Math 201. The learning outcomes are to implement effective study skill strategies to succeed in the statistics class, and implement appropriate mathematics techniques to solve statistics problems. So basically, the outcomes are pass your statistics class with the grade that you want to get. That's the outcome of this class, is it's for the different class. The grading policy, 90, 80, 70, 60, but it's really not that important because, again, all that matters is what you get in your statistics class. This is just to help you out. And if you do pass, no pass, then that'll be 70% or above is a pass, and under that's not a pass. So in terms of this class, this is a very weird class in that there's no math assignments in this class. So it's not about whether you learn math for this class. This is about whether you've kind of shown that you're focused on what we're doing, which is to get you prepared and set up and make sure that you look for help when you need it, all those kind of things. So what we're looking at, I'm gonna assign that you go see a tutor every week. Okay. And when I say go see one, there's the main way most of you are going to go see one is by the online tutoring, which is kind of like on Zoom. Okay. There's also discussion post assignments. This week, and we'll see in a bit, there's a discussion post, just kind of talk about yourself and what your needs are. Normal weeks, you're going to be posting kind of problems in statistics that you had difficulty with. And maybe you're going to help your fellow classmates on kind of solving those difficulties. And if not, I'll be able to help. So that's the idea on the discussion posts. Then there's other assignments, and we'll get to those as we go, and we'll see how they go week by week. And again, I'm winging it. This is my first time teaching this class, so I'm making these up as I go along, but hopefully the goal of you doing well in your statistics class is what this is going to help you achieve. So I have office hours. My office hours in A210, but again, this is an online class, so you don't need to walk into A210 to go to my office hours. I'm on Zoom, as I mentioned earlier. I have a link to that also. So again, different ways of meeting with my office, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 to 11, and Thursday from 3 to 4. And I'll be happy to chat with you if you can't make those hours, but you want to talk to me in another hour, there's a lot of hours I can make it. Okay. I do teach a full schedule, but there's a lot of hours where I'm not teaching, and I'm be happy to help you out. I'm on my computer a lot, by the way. So whenever you ask a question, I'll get back to you quickly within 24 hours, but usually within a few hours, unless I'm asleep, and then it's when I wake up. So that's kind of how it's going to be without helping you out. So just a note, you do need, there's an online class. So obviously, if you don't have a computer, I guess a smartphone would work too, but computers have a bigger screen. And they are available for checkout for the entire quarter in the library. So go to the library, pick up a computer, and they give it to you. You check it out make sure we return it at the end of the quarter. And it doesn't cost anything, which is wonderful. In fact, nothing in this class costs anything. And in fact, nothing in any math class you take at this college costs anything. And that's been my mission in my work, is to make sure that finances are not the reason why you drop a class. So some more things. If you have a learning disability, make sure you discuss your special needs with me. And more importantly, go to the Student Accessibility Services. They will help you out and talk about kind of ways of getting over whatever that disability is so that you can succeed. In this class, there aren't a whole lot of learning disabilities that would be any issues because, again, there's no math involved. But just in case, they can help you with whatever. But in your statistics class, that's a whole different thing. So make sure you work with them for all of your classes. And again, you can email them, you can call them, and they're wonderful and they'll help you out. Tutoring, as I mentioned, no cost. It's all free, which is wonderful. You can either walk into the library and get tutoring help, or you can go to what's called Cranium Cafe, and this is a link to it. And it is a requirement in this class that you go see a tutor, okay? I don't have a length of time, but you must see a tutor, and that's recorded, by the way, and I have access to that, so don't lie about it. So there's gonna be points to say when you went and saw a tutor, and if you lied, it's gonna be really bad in terms of points. So don't lie, go see the tutor, and go see the tutor is just online. It could take 5 minutes if you have no real questions, but normally you can have questions. And this is help in statistics. That's what I want to make sure, is that when you need help in stats, which is going to be every week, you go see a tutor. So that's part of this class, is to get you into that routine of getting assistance when you need it. Okay, so that's really, really important. All right, so that's about it for the main syllabus. I want to show you the modules. Again, we don't have too much yet. I'm building the course as we go. So what I've done is I've created first a module that has kind of info. And in that info, I have my Zoom office hours, which I've already shown you once. And those are the Zoom office hours. You click that button and it sends you to Zoom. Most of you have probably used Zoom before, but we're all happy to help you if you have any questions. Okay, then there's a Q&A forum. And this is to post questions you might have about this class or anything else. And we can all answer them. This is open to everybody. So I'll try to answer the question, but if there's something someone else you can answer, that you look at the Q&A forum and I know how to answer that other person's question, help them out or help her out. Okay. And it's pretty easy. All you do is you hit reply and then you say, I have a question, or whatever you might want to say, and type out your questions. You can copy paste. There's a nice little bar on doing all kinds of things, including equations. For the equation editor, if you click this little square root of x, that sends you an equation editor. You can put equations in and do whatever you need for this Q&A form. And by the way, that could be statistics questions. Again, I've taught statistics forever, so if I can't answer your statistics question, it's too hard a question for the course. Okay, in fact, it's too hard a question, period, because it's just tough. But I'd be happy to answer any question you have about statistics or about this class or about strategies to succeed in statistics or whatever it might be. I'm here for you. And again, my goal is to help you out. That's all I care about. This is not a high stakes course. This is just about helping. So I'm gonna not post I have a question because I don't really, but you will eventually. Make sure you hit post reply when you do have a question. I'm gonna cancel. And that's the Q&A forum. Okay, let me go back to the modules, show you the other things that we've got. Student learning outcomes, that just links you to the student learning outcomes that I read a little while ago. Learning resources, what I created is some support. So if I click on that, it's going to send you to kind of LibreText Shell. And it goes week by week. And one of the other statistics instructors and I got together to try and make it as good as we can in terms of around what week we're on, because every class has a slightly different schedule. So we did our best. And if you go, I don't know, to week 8 or so, then this just says something happens. If we go to week 9, then there's more stuff. Let me do one that actually has help stuff. There we go. Here's one, comparing fraction, decimals, and percents. And what the other instructor, Windwalker, actually, and I did is we took a look and thought about what are problems that students might have mathematically that might interfere with their success in their statistics class. And one is, how do you compare fractions to decimals to percents? Because a lot of times you have to say, well, what's bigger, 2.5% or 0.38? And how do you do that? So we've created a kind of explanation of doing that. So this gives you some kind of math skills that will help you with your stats class. It also gives you ideas on things that you may want to be doing. And I'll probably add to this as the class goes. Again, we're new in terms of this class, but we'll get. So that is these learning resources. If I hit the next button, by the way, instead of going back to modules, it'll just send me to the next place. There's a statistics tutoring information. And by the way, if you happen to be at the library's site, so if you go to LTCC, and you want to find the library, you can go to resources, library, and then click tutoring. And there's tutoring services. It will talk about math tutors a little bit, and it shows you could do it in person or Cranium Cafe. If I click on Cranium Cafe, it'll ask you to log in. I believe I've already logged in, so, but make sure you log in. It's the same login as you use for Canvas and password. And you'll see library and tutoring services. And the class hasn't officially started yet. You may not know when I'm doing this, but this is Friday before class starts. So they haven't posted all the tutors. Um, but this gives you a list of tutors and what they do. Right now, there's not too much there, um, just a few tutors. And I'll let you know throughout the class when tutors get hired, and I'll let you know who can help with statistics. And that's who you should talk to. Okay, so that's the idea. So that's the kind of tutoring. So let me go back to the modules. And if I undo course info, here we go. So that was course information for the modules. And then let me go back because there was another module there. Let me leave student view. I have just 1 minute. I think I know what happened. Show you one more time. Again, I apologize if I'm completely new to this, but there it is. Okay, so now if you go to the modules, this is week 1. Week 1, I ask you to do some different stuff. One is I want you to introduce yourself. So let me click on that. It says, please introduce yourself and then chat about the challenges that you'll be facing in your statistics class. Everyone has challenges. So don't tell me you have no challenges. You know you're going to get 100% in the course because you have no concerns about anything because everyone has challenges. Okay. So then reply to at least one classmate and explain how you can emphasize with your classmate, um, and give a suggestion on a strategy to succeed. Say, hey, hey, my classmate, here's an idea. This might help. Okay. And pretty much, if you give your best shot at it, I'm going to give you 100% on this. Like I said, this is not about grades. You just have to do it. That's all I asked for. Okay. So that's something you're going to do. And again, you reply. I always post, or I can. I posted my challenge. So I'm Larry, and I'm teaching an online statistics class. I've been teaching statistics for 28 years, and have been wonderful, and have seen wonderful improvements in technology and statistics. My biggest challenge for this class is to do my best to help out statistics students, and for stats class, who may not have had any math classes in many years, or have stumbled recently in their math classes. I'm going to do my best to help everyone, but convincing everyone that with enough effort and not being shy about getting help from me, the tutors, and classmates, all my students can succeed in the class. Okay, so I just kind of wrote a paragraph, and it's not perfect in grammar. I don't care about your grammar. Kind of someone on purpose made some errors because I wanted to let you know that errors are okay. It's not what this class is about. What this class is about is working hard, helping each other, getting help when you need it. That's biggie. And kind of finding out how to get help and good strategies, especially good strategies to succeed in the stats class. So let's go back to the modules. So I also have a calendar for week 2 assignment. You're going to have to do this every week. And notice we're in week 1. What I want you to do is prepare for week 2, because that's a big part of success. So what you need to do is write out your schedule for your week 2 work in your statistics class outside of the class. So not for this class. You're all in the stats class. So I want you to say, okay, on Monday, these are the hours I'm going to be doing stuff that's, not, in some classroom, but these are the hours I'm going to be doing stuff. This is when I'm going to, maybe on Wednesday at 3 o'clock, I'm going to log in and get help from a tutor. Maybe on Thursday, I'm going to post my discussion assignment that I have to do for the statistics class. Again, this is for the stats class, not for this class, but you have to write down your schedule for what you're going to do in your stats class. And that's a biggie. I'm going to have you do that every week, because you need to plan ahead of time how you're going to work in your stats class. And please don't say, well, I'm just going to wait till Sunday because all the assignments are due at Sunday, and at 10 p.m. I'm going to start working. That is not a strategy that will ever work in a stats class. Make sure that you are planning your schedule day by day, and at least 3 or 4 times a week you should be working on your stats class, and this gets you to actually focus on when you're going to do that. So include the day of the week, the time of the day, how many minutes you plan on working, and what you plan on doing. So that's what I'm going to ask you to do. Okay. Again, all you have to do is say that you're going to do it, and I'm going to give you full credit, but you have to list what I ask you to do. That's all. Go back to the modules. We go back to the modules. There's week 1 tutoring time. That's an assignment. And when you click take the quiz, it's going to ask you one question. Write down the day and time you worked with an LTCC tutor for your statistics class. Again, you're required to go see a tutor every week because I want you to succeed, and part of success is to get help. Okay, and I do give you the link to find the tutor. Okay, and all you have to do is write down the time and the day. And by the way, I do have access to check, so make sure you don't lie. Okay, so be honest and write down the time and day that you worked with a tutor. And I want you to do that every week, to spend some time working with a tutor, because that's important for success. And that's going to be every week you're going to have that assignment, by the way. Okay. And then finally, and this is just going to be this week, here's one last assignment, and that is get to know me. Okay. So you either log in or come to one of my office hours. If you can't make any of the office hours, I have a lot of time in the first week of classes. So we can schedule an alternative time to meet. Okay. And again, that could be on Zoom. You don't have to come to college. You can do the entire class online, statistics and this class, in your bedroom if you want, if you have a computer with internet access in your bedroom. Whatever works for you is what you should do. You can come to my office hours, okay, in the building 8210, or you can just log on to Zoom. Either way, if you can't make any of my 5 hours, I'll make a time that you can make, okay? We'll make it work, okay? And that's all. I just want you to introduce yourself to me. So that is the quiz, and you'd have to tell me when it happened, okay? So that should be easy. Okay. And if you look back at the modules for this week, then that's it for week 1. Okay. And I'll be working on the rest of the weeks as we go. But for now, that's what you have to do for week 1. And I just want to let you know, in your statistics class, whether you have me or you have Katie or you have Lesia, one of the other statistics instructors, there's going to be work to do, statistics work in week 1. And I'm here to help you out. The tutors are going to be here to help you out. And hopefully your classmates are going to be around to help you out too. So that's the most important thing, is even though this class is pretty simple, all you have to do is, explain when you're going to do some work and introduce yourself. And that's about it. Okay. And write down your calendar. In your stats class, you're actually going to have to do math. And I could help you with math questions too. Again, if I can't answer your stats class question, the statistics question, then there's something wrong with the question. Okay. So anyway, I really look forward to working with you all this whole quarter. And again, my goal, what I want, is for all of you to succeed in your stats class, for all of you to get the grade that you are hoping to get. Okay. And that's the biggie. This class is not about this class. This class is about the Math 201 class. So again, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully it helped out, and please post on the Q&A board if you have any questions about this class, okay, or anything else. Could be about stats too. I can help you in stats, okay, or if it's a personal one, send me an email and I'll be happy to help you with that too. So thanks a lot. I am going to stop the share and say goodbye and stop the video, and hopefully this helped you out.